and welcome to the Geek-Stew page. So you're probably asking yourself, who is Geek-Stew, what is Geek-Stew, and does it taste good? Answer to all three of those questions is yes. Geek-Stew is a old channel from a few years ago that was in relation to a comic book store called Sidekick Comics. Sidekick Comics actually closed down a few years ago, which kind of also led to Geek-Stew eventually meeting a similar fate. Primarily, the shop was comic books, manga, some graphic novels, and just general pop culture stuff, which is kind of what we did on the channel. A lot of different pop culture stuff. We talked about comic books, talked about manga, talked about a little bit of everything, really. But basically what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to relaunch the Geeksdew brand. The first step to this is to kind of rebrand the YouTube channel and start doing some new stuff on here. So this is sort of just an introduction video for anybody who wants to stop by and give it a look. Mostly the old videos, just for some random tidbits. No real upload schedule. Just when we got stuff, we would upload it, which definitely was fun. And that's what this is going to be. This is going to be fun. We want to do a little more of a structure, of course. We want to be able to provide a specific, upload day for certain things potentially. Right now, what we're going to focus on for this video is just who we are, what you guys can expect, and basically what's next. So who we are. Like I mentioned, we were a comic book store in Indiana. We are a family affair. I am the oldest of 5 brothers, and my parents and the 5 brothers actually made this channel originally to discuss new release comic books at the comic book store, and then eventually it evolved into we would bring in some friends and everything else to make additional content, vlogs, just funny skits, just talking about random stuff, really. So that was kind of where we were at. So basically, that's still going to be the same concept of who's going to be on the channel. It's still going to be a family affair, but a lot has changed since the last time we put videos up, which I believe was in 2012, 2013, maybe. But so a lot has changed since then. So the primary thing that we're going to see different now is we're going to provide some different content, hopefully some more quality content, things that are going to intrigue others. And primarily we're doing this for fun. Obviously, everybody hopes to make some money off of things like this, but the primary goal of this is just to have fun, just to kind of, especially with COVID, that's another thing, is that with everything that's changed, especially COVID, that's we as a family, and we as, people who enjoy making content, because we've done it primarily our entire lives. When we were in elementary school, we literally did talent shows. We were in high school, we did the YouTube channel. So it was something we've always done to some degree, is try and make content and entertain. So we plan to do the same thing here. We plan to try and create content to entertain. So now, as for what you can expect in regards to content, really the primary thing that we're going to focus on is pop culture. I mean, like we mentioned already, we were a comic book store. Content we did back in the day on Geeksdew was pop culture, related things, comic books, manga, TV, movies, whatever the case may be. Personally, I will be focusing a lot on film, as you can tell from behind me. Obviously, there's a very large array of different posters. I used to work in a movie theater, and that was actually one of my favorite jobs. I loved working in a movie theater. In fact, I always say, if I had a choice, I would go back to work in the movie theater if I got paid enough. I don't know, there's something about making popcorn. It's very satisfying. I love rhythms. I love being able to complete things. As for my current job, I actually work in a call center. I manage a team of individuals who work in a call center. So I have a very vivid background for different things: customer service, movie theater, and everything else in between. So that being said, you can expect a lot of that influence from me. Some of the other brothers will provide other content, such as video games. I know that my one brother, he's very much into like fashion and everything else, so maybe expect some stuff like that from him. And we have some other people who may want to do some things. And if you're interested in making content for the Geeksdew channel, we'll get into that a little bit here in just a minute too. But for the most part, just expect some just fun, easygoing content. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy, but just a lot of fun. So as I mentioned just a moment ago, Geeksdew Wants You. And what that means, Geeksdew is obviously a family affair, but we do want to, expand eventually. And part of that comes from not necessarily our want to grow the channel, but we do want to give people the opportunity to make videos, edit videos, whatever your passion is. And quite frankly, this is obviously not me asking people to do our work for us, but we do want to extend our hand to some folks who may want to introduce themselves into this line of business potentially. For at least the last few years, I've constantly thought about doing a YouTube channel, constantly thought about taking that step in this direction, but I never acted on it. And in fact, it took a pandemic for me to actually start the process, to have the conversation and be like, hey, I want to do this, is this possible? So that being said, if you're interested in doing content of this nature, if you're interested in being a part of the Geeksdew crew, whatever the case may be, feel free to reach out to us. Leave a comment in the description below or whatever. Message us. We have our social medias. We'll try and respond, of course. But if you're interested and you have like a solid idea of, content that you would like to provide for the channel, we're all ears. Same thing if you just want to give us an idea of stuff that you want to see. Maybe you don't want to make the content. Maybe you want us to make the content. Leave a comment. Send us a message. Go to our Facebook. Post on it and tell us, hey, idiots, make this for me because I want to see you guys do this. Last but not least, fun fact about me, I actually have a degree in social media marketing. It's a bachelor's degree in business, and one of the most important things about any business, but especially a YouTube channel, is social media. So we do have two social medias primarily. This could grow in the future, but two primary social medias. Like your 90-year-old grandmother, we do have Facebook. In addition to that, we do have Twitter. Twitter is a very popular, obviously, if you've never heard of the Twitter, I'll call it the Twitter for the purpose of this video. But if you've never heard of the Twitter, all of our links will be in the description below, of course. But Facebook and Twitter are going to be our two primary things. So go check us out on those. We will hopefully have more additional updates in the future. And if you just want to, like I said, if you're interested in, making content with the channel, send us a message. We'll get you going. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, we're not going to provide you the equipment. I do not have that money. But if you just want to start, maybe you have a camera, maybe you have a computer, maybe you just want to start making some random gaming videos, let's start that. Let's get the ball rolling. But ultimately, go check us out on those. That's the primary point here. And I think we're going to end the video there. But of course, if you have any questions, any concerns, or just any recommendations, or you want to see some stuff on here that you haven't seen yet, let us know. Check out our old videos. They're a hoot and a half. You'll get to see a younger Isaac, a much slimmer Isaac. Man, life's been hard. And you'll actually get to see some other members of the family too. So definitely go check those out. And otherwise, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later.